Good morning, everyone. We're going to get started with our introduction to essential oils in just a moment. I'll let everyone start getting into the room this morning. I am so excited to be spending some time with everyone and teaching you about some great essential oils this morning. So we are going to go. We've got we've got a lot of people that are getting on, so I'm really excited about that. And welcome to our intro to essential oils. So my name is Katie Glasgow, and if you don't know me, I am going to give you a little bit of an introduction to me and why I started essential oils. So my journey actually began about 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long, and I also cannot imagine my life without essential oils, and I'm going to tell you why. So about 6 years ago, I was looking for support during pregnancy. I had a miscarriage actually between my two boys, and I just wasn't quite sure about using things in my body that weren't going to support it in an optimal way. And I just wanted ways to let my body recover and be supported in the best way possible so I could live at optimal levels. And so I had a friend that shared with me that she had something that could help me out, and it was essential oils. And I thought to myself, what in the heck is an essential oil, and why would I even need something like that in my life? And so I reluctantly, I'm sure some of you can relate, said, okay, go ahead and send me some samples. And so she sent me these little tiny bottles. Have you guys ever gotten a little tiny bottle like this or similar to this? Okay, that's what she sent me. And I was thinking to myself, there's no way that this can work. And so the first time that I wasn't feeling well and I needed digestive support, I decided to try out those essential oils. And so I took the peppermint essential oil that she had given me, and I did what she said. I rubbed it around my belly, right around my belly button. The whole time I was thinking to myself, this is craziness. There's no way this is going to give me the support I'm looking for. But I did it. And within moments, I went from feeling a little okay to feeling great. And in my mind, I was thinking to myself, that was just a coincidence. There's no way that little tiny bottle could have just rocked my world. And so I chalked it up to the coincidence. And a couple days later, again, I needed some more support, digestive support, to help me during pregnancy. And I went to that little bottle of essential oil again, and I did the same thing, and it worked again. And the cool thing is they kept working over and over and over again and giving my body that support so that it could be at optimal levels. And so that is where my journey of essential oils began, because I realized that it wasn't coincidence that those essential oils were doing what they were supposed to be doing. It was something bigger than that. It was that essential oils were pretty darn cool, and that I needed to have them in my home. And so at that moment, I decided to kind of embrace essential oils, but not fully. It was actually a year later, I kind of used them here and there. Like, I knew they were rocking my world, but I still had that little bit of a hesitation, and I didn't understand exactly what essential oils were. So I used them here and there for about a year. And then about 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, I decided to truly bring essential oils into my home and use them in a big way. And when I started using them in a big way, I realized that essential oils weren't just a novelty for people to have in their homes, but they were a necessity. They're something that we need in our homes each and every day. And I cannot imagine my life without them in my home. And so 4 years ago, I decided, you know what, this is too good to just keep to myself. And I'm going to teach others about how they can use essential oils in their homes to take their health from good to great, and to live at optimal levels, and to have resources that they need at their fingertips immediately in their homes each and every day. So right now, we're going to get started with what I call our introduction to essential oils. And I'm going to teach you a couple different things today. I'm going to teach you why I think you need essential oils into your home. But first, I'm going to teach you what the heck is an essential oil, because when I first got started, no clue at all what an essential oil was. And so I want to teach you what an essential oil is, why it's doing what it's doing to you, and then how to get them into your home. So let's get started. Here we go. Okay, so let's look at this. This is called my Introduction to Essential Oils and why doTERRA is different. Okay, so we got to make sure that we understand that doTERRA is just a little bit different than other essential oil companies and why they are rocking your world, hopefully by now. Okay, so let's look at this. First of all, let's understand what doTERRA even means, okay? And so doTERRA means gift of the earth. Pretty simple, right? Gift of the earth. And that's truly what I believe our essential oils are. They're gifts of the earth that we can use to take control of our family's health. So before we go any further, I want to make sure you all understand that essential oils will not cure, prevent, or treat disease. But what essential oils will do is they will go into our body and they will create an environment within our body for our body to perform at optimal levels, okay? So we're not curing, preventing, or treating disease with our essential oils. We're simply giving our body some tools. So our body has the ability to do what it was meant to do and bring itself up to optimal levels. Okay, so before we get started with actual oils and what these essential oils are, I want to talk a little bit about lavender. As a mom, I'm a mom of 3 boys now. I have Benjamin, who is almost 9, Nathaniel, who's going to turn 5 in just a few weeks, and Theodore, who's 9 months. And I want to talk about lavender because lavender is something I use in my home a lot, okay? So if you have a bottle of lavender, I want you to take a drop and I want you to put it in the palm of your hand, just 1 drop. And I want you to rub your hands together and I want you to breathe in, okay? Breathe in the aroma of that lavender. Lavender is for all things calming. You can apply it topically to soothe irritated skin and lips. I use that a lot in this house because I've got little boys that crash on their bikes, or I live near the woods, and so I have a lot of creatures that are out there that might get us as we're on a walk. And so I like lavender because I can apply it to soothe irritated skin or lips. I can diffuse it in a room, or I can breathe in that aroma to calm anxiety and to soothe emotions, to calm everyone down in the house. I especially love that at bedtime. You can massage it on your back or the bottoms of your feet, or apply it to your pillow at bedtime. But another thing that I really like to do with lavender essential oil with my kiddos is I just put 1 drop, just 1 drop, okay? Just a little bit goes a long ways. I put 1 drop in the bathtub at night, and it helps to get them ready for bed. It gets given a little bit of a calming and soothing their emotions and kind of chilling them out for a day. I have 3 boys, remember? 3 crazy boys. Okay, so lavender was one of the first essential oils that I was actually introduced to. When my friend sent me oils, I had lavender and peppermint that she sent me. And the peppermint was great for my digestive support that I needed during pregnancy, but the lavender was also really phenomenal because it aided me in sleeping at night and keeping me calm as well. So lavender was one of the first essential oils I was introduced to. And if you don't have lavender in your home, this is definitely a staple in the home. Some people like to call it the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it can do so many different things. So before we go any further, let's look at the history of essential oils. So you might have been just starting to hear the buzz on essential oils. I know 5 years ago when I was introduced to essential oils, nobody was really talking about essential oils. And today they become pretty mainstream. A lot of people are talking about essential oils and how they can do this, that, and the other thing. And that's what we're going to really explore today, and to teach you why there's lots of different oils out there. But doTERRA is the brand that I know, love, and trust. But let's look at the history of therapeutic plant use. We've actually been using essential oils throughout time. It's not a new fad. We might think it's a new fad because we're just getting introduced to essential oils, but actually in 3500 BC, the Egyptians used plant extracts for health, cosmetic, and religious purposes. And then in 460 BC, Hippocrates said that was the father of modern health, and he used plants with his patients. I believe it was him that said, for good health, take an aromatic bath and have an aromatic massage each and every day. And so for good health. And so that was using essential oils daily for our health. In 0 BC, frankincense and myrrh was given to the Christ child. And in 1943, John Valiant used essential oils on soldiers during the war. And so 2008, doTERRA was founded in doTERRA Farms. We partner with Co-Impact Sourcing Farmers, partnerships with growers around the world to protect agricultural traditions and to provide the most powerful essential oils today. So now we have what we call our CPTG essential oils, which we're going to be looking at a little bit more in detail in just a moment. But we have over 2 million homes that have been affected because we have essential oils in them, and essential oils that work, that are rocking your world. Okay, so essential oils are not a new fad. It's not anything going away anytime soon. It's just that now we're starting to use them and realize how powerful they can be in our homes. And because of doTERRA, we have some pretty darn good essential oils that we can use to maximize our health in our homes. So what in the heck is an essential oil? Okay, so an essential oil is basically nature's defense mechanism for plants and cells. It's what a plant actually uses to protect itself from outside threats. Okay, and so because our bodies are very similar to a plant, we can actually maximize the benefits of essential oils in the same way that a plant does. They're natural aromatic compounds, so remember they're an aromatic compound. A true essential oil should never have a greasy residue because they're aromatic compounds. They do not have fat molecules in them. So essential oils can be found in the seeds, the bark, the stem, the root, the flowers, and other parts of the plant. It all depends on what plant and what kind of essential oil we're trying to extract from that plant, depends on where that essential oil is going to come from. Super highly concentrated, okay? They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So you may have been told when you had stomach upset to simply drink some peppermint tea. But did you know that if you wanted to get relief from digestive support, that you would have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea to get the same wow effect that you would get from 1 drop of doTERRA peppermint essential oil. I don't know about you, but I don't have time to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea, nor spend the time I would need to in the bathroom from drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. But what I do have time for is 1 drop of doTERRA peppermint oil. So let's look at this picture right here. On the left-hand side, you're going to see an actual peppermint leaf. Now I want you to imagine that you're outside and you would take your peppermint leaf and you would actually rub it between your fingers, and then you would smell your finger, okay? Your finger would smell like peppermint, correct? That's because the aromatic sac or the essential oil sac on the peppermint leaf had actually broken in your finger, and what you were smelling was the aromatic compounds of the peppermint leaf. So if you look at the picture on the right hand side, that's actually a peppermint leaf magnified a couple thousand times, and that little round looking little thing right there on that little alien looking thing right there, that's actually the essential oil sac on that peppermint leaf. And it is so precious to the peppermint leaf that it even has built-in defense mechanisms. You see these little spiky things right here? Those are the protectant of the essential oil sac, because that peppermint knows how precious and how valuable that essential oil is to the peppermint, the livelihood of the plant. And so it has a built-in protection model. How cool is that? So let's look at what peppermint does. Peppermint is cool and invigorating. You can use it with lemon and water for a healthy, refreshing mouth rinse. So when I first was introduced to essential oils, my friend said, I have an oil for everything. And I thought she was crazy. Not only did she send me little tiny vials, I thought she was crazy, because what in the heck? How could an essential oil be used for everything? So I bet you never, have you ever thought of using lemon in your water for a healthy, refreshing mouth rinse? Probably not, but you can use that with lemon and peppermint and have a great mouth rinse. You can inhale it in deeply to invigorate the lungs and increase alertness. That's something I actually do every morning as I'm waking up. I simply put 1 drop of peppermint oil in the palm of my hand. I rub my hands together and I inhale, and I've got that alertness that I need right away when I wake up. You can add it to water in a spray bottle and mist the body when overheated. We're in summertime right now, so that's a great trick to always have a little peppermint in a mist bottle with you. You can also apply it to the neck and the forehead with lavender to calm headaches. Okay, so lots of different things that we can do with that peppermint oil. And like I said, one of my favorites to do is just to inhale. Peppermint was also one that I had used when I was looking for that support during pregnancy. It was one of my go-to essential oils. Okay. Now, as we're going through here, you might be noticing that on the oils, there's a little guide on the bottom that says ATI, and then there's a line and it says in. Okay, we're going to look at that in a little bit more, but those are little symbols for us to know how to use our essential oils, because my job is not just teaching you what an essential oil is and saying, bam, here you go, here's some essential oils in your home. It's also to make sure you understand how to use them and use them in a safe and effective manner. And so A is for aromatic, T is for topical, I is for internal. And so we're going to be looking and exploring those in just a moment, but I wanted you to be aware of what those guides are, because as you become a doTERRA wellness advocate, you will have information at your fingertips that have that little logo, that little key on them each and every day. Okay, so for essential oils and plants, another role that they play in the plant's life is they attract pollinators, they repel against predators, and they protect against other environmental threats. So just extremely important for that role of what they do for the plant. And again, because our bodies are very, very similar to a plant's molecular structure, we can actually utilize them in the same exact way. All right, so let's continue on. So let's look at why. So now we know what an essential oil is, but why are they rocking our worlds? Why are we using essential oils, and why can we use them effectively? Okay. And so part of that is that oils contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile ability to combat threats without building a resistance. Okay, so what in the heck does that mean? It means that because nature is producing an essential oil, our body kind of knows what to do with it when we apply an essential oil. Okay, so I want you guys to think about foods that you're eating. Okay, maybe you're just starting your wellness journey and you're just becoming aware of these things, or maybe you have been in a wellness lifestyle for a long time. We all know that eating whole, raw, natural foods and putting natural things into our body is a better way to do things, right? Because if we put a tomato into our body goes snap. I know exactly what that tomato is and I know how to utilize it. But let's say we put something that's been uber processed and packaged and that doesn't have a lot of nutritional value. It's something that says tomato type product on it, right? If we put that into our body has no idea what to do with it. It has to first assimilate and decipher. It's like a code. It has to figure out what it's doing. So when we're putting essential oils into our bodies goes, whoop, I know exactly what to do with this and I can utilize it, okay? So because nature is producing it, it meets our body's needs. Our body immediately goes, snap, I know exactly what this is, and it meets our body's needs. And then our body can actually heal itself, okay, bringing it up to optimal level. So it's not the essential oil that's doing it, it's our body is doing what we need. So because of that, we can actually get to the root cause of what is going on in our body and bringing it to optimal levels. Okay, so again, oils work with the body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. And the reason it is because essential oils have the ability to pass through our cell membrane. Okay, so we're getting into the cellular level where our body needs the most support. And that, my dears, is why we have so many great results by using essential oils, because our body goes, snap, I know what to do with this. I know what I need to do. And I am going to do it because you are giving me something that my body understands. Okay, so that's why they are effective. So it's not that we're just smelling good, it's that these oils are doing what they need to do. So let's look at Melaleuca oil. Okay, so if you have a bottle of Melaleuca, what I want you to do is I want you to actually take a drop and put it in the palm of your hand. So remember, when we're using essential oils, 1 drop at a time, 1 drop goes a long ways. All of our bottles have over 250 drops in them. So not only are they powerful and effective, a little bit goes a long ways, and which makes them very cost effective for you as well. So what I want you to do with that Melaleuca is I want you to take it and I actually want you to put it in what I call the elbow pit. Okay, so that would be on the opposite, on your arm, on the opposite side of your elbow. You have a little crook in your arm, like where your veins, like if you're giving blood, that's where they take the blood from. I want you to apply the Melaleuca oil right there. That's actually a really, really nice place to apply essential oils to the body. And so if you have Melaleuca today, I want you to actually apply your Melaleuca there. It doesn't mean that you're using it for first aid to the skin. It's just Melaleuca is a really powerful protectant essential oil, and it will be really great to just have that on your bodies today. Okay, so Melaleuca, again, first aid for the skin. You can apply it to skin blemishes and rashes as part of a daily cleansing program. Great for those teenage kids. You can use it with your shampoo or conditioner for a healthy scalp and hair. I actually do this. I put a drop of Melaleuca essential oil into my shampoo in the morning, and it just gives me a great healthy scalp. You can apply it to your feet and toenails after showering, swimming, or working out. I also, one of my favorite things to use Melaleuca for my kiddos, because again, you know, I have those 3 boys, is that it's great for ear discomfort. So if we have something going on where the ear canals are not draining properly, adding Melaleuca just around the ear bone, never inside the ear, but just around the ear bone, can be really effective at helping with ear discomfort. Okay, so Melaleuca, again, one of my go-tos in my house. So far we've talked about that lavender, peppermint, and Melaleuca. These are staples that I use in my house daily. Okay, so let's now look at, we understand a little bit about, you know, why we're using essential oils, how they've been used throughout time, what exactly an essential oil is, but how are we going to apply it? Remember, though, we have those little charts that I was showing you. So that is, let's explore that little chart a little bit more. So basically, when we're applying essential oils, there's 3 main ways in which we can apply them, and 1 is aromatically, 2 is topically, and 3 is internally. And so those are the 3 main ways that we can do that. And let's explore each of those ways. So aromatically is simply that we're inhaling the essential oils. Okay, so each and every time you take the lid off of a bottle of essential oil, you are going to have an aromatic experience. Okay, and why would we do that? What we breathe affects our moods. You can actually, by using them aromatically, you're cleaning the air, and you can support your breathing by applying essential oils aromatically. You can also, you can do that. You can take that lid off the bottle of the essential oil and pass it under your nose, putting a drop in the palm of your hand and rubbing your hands together and smelling your hands. That's another way in which you are experiencing them aromatically, and it's very powerful. But the other option is that we have essential oil diffusers. So if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, that is my favorite doTERRA diffuser. That is our Aroma Light. And what the aroma light does is it actually puts essential oils out into the air, so we can affect our moods and emotions of an entire room. So it's not just me that's being affected, but it can be the entire room. We can clean the air in the entire room. The diffuser model that you're looking at right there, the aroma light can go for either 4 to 8 hours. And it can cover a large room area. So that's what I have in my larger master bedroom, and I also have it in my kitchen area because those are larger family spaces. If you want to truly experience the power of essential oils, I definitely recommend having an essential oil diffuser in your home so that you can maximize the benefits of essential oils in your home. We also have several other options besides the aroma light diffuser, but when you're working with your wellness advocate to bring essential oils into your home, we're going to help you decide what the best diffuser is for you to have in your home. But it's a definite staple in your home if you're using essential oils. So let's look at Breathe. Breathe is an essential oil for respiratory support, another staple in my home that we use daily. I've actually already used it today on 2 of my children. So Breathe, we can apply it topically to our chest and neck to help clear the lungs and sinuses. That's actually what I did with my 8-year-old and my baby this morning. They woke up with needing to have some clear lungs. You can also diffuse it or add it to your humidifier at bedtime for more restful sleep. So Breathe is a great one to just have in the room overnight so you're not waking up with morning sniffles. And you can apply it to your chest or bottoms of your feet for seasonal respiratory discomfort. So a lot of times we've got a lot of seasonal stuff that's going on. I know here in the Midwest we have a lot of that going on. And so Breathe, again, can help with that discomfort. And if you look at our little legend down below, Breathe is a great one to use aromatically. So you could use it in that diffuser, just simply breathing it in, or topically rubbing it on your chest, rubbing it on the bottoms of your feet, or just along your sinuses would be great. Now, what you're going to notice is the S on the Breathe for sensitivity. So let's explore a little bit more what that S means as we start to talk about topical application. So topical application is the second way in which we can use essential oils. And topical is extremely powerful. 1 drop of essential oil can service every single cell in your body. How cool is that? 1 drop, every single cell. From the bottoms of your feet, it nourishes your bloodstream within 30 seconds. So the bottoms of the feet is a great place to apply essential oils. And so when you're applying topically, you can apply it to your feet, your ears, your chest, the back of the neck, your head, and your troubled areas. Again, like I said, I really like to apply it to the inside of my elbow pit. I like to do it, I also like to apply essential oils on the belly line. That's another great place to apply them. But here's the deal with a topical application. Apply them where you feel you need support or in the way that feels good to you. Okay, I actually like to apply essential oils to that inside of the arm and to my neck and to my chest. And the reason being is because then I am experiencing them not only topically where they're getting in to nourish my bloodstream, but I'm also liking it because it is, I can aromatically enjoy them as well when I apply them on the upper half of my body. Now on my children, I primarily apply essential oils to the bottoms of their feet. And the reason is because I don't want them to actually get the essential oils in their eyes because it just causes a lot of discomfort. It's not too fun to get essential oils in your eyes. And if you think about kids, if you put anything around their face or their chest, they're so small that what are they going to do the first thing? They're going to rub their eyes. So I like to apply to the bottoms of the feet because I can still get them into the body in a very, very powerful way. But it's also in a safe and effective way. Also on the bottoms of the feet, it's for kids. The power of touch is pretty darn powerful, right? And so giving them that little foot massage is something that I can do to bond with them any time of the day, is to just apply them and give them a little foot massage. So the one thing that I'm going to say with topical, and this is where we're going to talk about what that S meant and that N meant and some of those guides, is that for topical application, I always want to dilute with fractionated coconut oil if I feel I have a sensitivity, okay? And so what the fractionated coconut oil is it is coconut oil like you may have used a full fat coconut oil for cooking or for salves or whatever you were making. The doTERRA fractionated coconut oil is simply coconut oil that has had the fat molecules removed. And by removing the fat molecules, we're creating a substance that is will never go rancid. You don't have to worry about it affecting the quality of your essential oils. It's greaseless. You're not going to get staining with it. It's not going to have a greasy residue. It's always liquid at room temperature, and it's a really nice way in which essential oils are still powerful. We're not losing the efficiency of them or the effectiveness of them at all, but we're able to use them a little bit, can go a long ways. And so with kids, you always want to use doTERRA, the fractionated coconut oil. I actually use the fractionated coconut oil with almost all my oils just because I like to have that barrier there. And so with the fractionated coconut oil, when you're looking at your guide, some of those oils are going to have an N next to them. N means neat. That means that you don't need fractionated coconut oil or lotion with them for an adult or an older child. But if it says S, that means sensitive, and that means that we do recommend that you add in a dilution agent with them. Now, again, if it has an N next to it for a neat, that is for an adult. So with children, please still continue to use the fractionated coconut oil or the lotion. Also, I recommend using that with elderly adults as well. Like I have a grandmother that is 90. I have two grandmothers over the age of 90. And we always use some type of a carrier oil for them when we're using essential oils. Now, you see in the picture, I also have something else in there. I have the fractionated coconut oil. I also have the doTERRA Spa Lotion. This is another favorite way for me to apply essential oils. This is what I give my kids a little massage with at night after I've put that drop of lavender in their bathtub. Here's another little nugget from me. I put 1 drop of Balance into their spa lotion, and that is what I give them a little overall body massage with before bed. So that combination of lavender and Balance can really calm them down and get them ready for a peaceful night's sleep. The spa lotion is also a great carrier oil. Just putting any essential oil you want into it as part of your morning routine. For my morning routine, AromaTouch is my favorite oil to just get everything circulating in my body and getting me ready for the day. Okay, so let's look at one of our favorite products for topical application, and that is our Deep Blue essential oil. So Deep Blue is great for muscle and joint support. Okay, you can apply it directly to tired, aching joints. You can rub it on muscles before and after exercise to reduce discomfort, and you can use it with a carrier oil for a therapeutic deep tissue massage. Okay, so those are a couple different ways in which you can use the Deep Blue. So this is a favorite amongst massage therapists, athletes. I've also used it for my children as they are going through growth spurts. So lots of different ways in which we can use the Deep Blue. Now, Deep Blue, as you notice, it's only for topical application. Although I do know some people that add it to their diffuser because they love the aromatic experience of it. And it's got an S for sensitivity. So that means that we need to dilute it down with a carrier oil, and it comes in this ready to go cream, the Deep Blue rub that is already diluted down for you. But if you are applying to children, I usually put a little squirt of the Deep Blue rub, and when I say little, less, like a pea-sized amount is what you need when you're applying Deep Blue. And then for children, I would put that pea-sized amount in my hand, and I would also use the spa hand and body lotion, the unscented lotion with that as well, as a way to dilute down that rub for children. But that's just with children. With adults, you should be fine. That Deep Blue rub is already diluted down a little bit. Okay, so the third way in which we can use essential oils is internally. Okay, so internally, we just add to water. You can drop under your tongue, or you can put it in a capsule. Okay, so internally, why would we want to use essential oils internally? You're actually nourishing the entire body by using them internally, which includes the digestive system, the mouth, the throat, the liver, and the urogenital tract. And so next week on our webinar series, we're actually going to be exploring more on cleansing with essential oils and essential oil-based products, because a lot of times there's great things that we can do in the body if we're nourishing the whole body, especially getting into that digestive system. And essential oils used in smaller quantities, 10 to 12 drops a day, depending on what you're doing, can actually be a great, powerful way in which we can use essential oils. The other reason that I may use essential oils is because there might be oils that I just don't like the smell of. And so I want them to support me in a big way, but I don't want to walk around smelling like perhaps oregano for the entire day. Okay, so the internal use of essential oils is very unique to doTERRA, and that's because of what we're going to explore a little bit more on that quality again of doTERRA essential oils. But lemon is a great oil in which we love to use in our water. So you can actually use lemon to add to a drop to honey to soothe a sore and dry throat. You can diffuse it in a room to neutralize odors and elevate moods. So again, a great reason to have a diffuser in your home is because, so you can have that lemon oil going in your home, especially like maybe after you prepare fish for your dinner, can help get that smell out of the room. You can use it to clean kitchen counters and stainless steel appliances, and you can take it internally with water as an antioxidant and a detoxifier. Okay, so a couple of recommendations or a couple of quick tips from me when you're enjoying your essential oils internally, such as lemon or wild orange, lime, grapefruit. Those are all great ones to use internally daily as daily support. Is always make sure you're using it with glass or stainless steel. Okay, so we want to make sure we're using it, enjoying our essential oils in water with glass or stainless steel. And again, a little bit goes a long way. So just a couple drops. I have a giant, like 30-ounce stainless steel water bottle, and I put maybe 3 to 4 drops in that great big giant one. So in an 8-ounce glass, probably 1 drop is sufficient. Okay, so again, we're looking at this, we're looking at our little code on the bottom, ATIN. So lemon can be used aromatically, topically, internally, and you can apply it neat. Okay, so let's go on to another oil that is really powerful to use internally or just to use in general, and that is our On Guard. That is our natural defense mechanism. On Guard is amazing. It's called our protective blend. You can again diffuse it in the room to eliminate airborne pathogens. Another reason again to have that diffuser. You can dilute it in a spray bottle to clean doorknobs, telephones, and other community surfaces. You can dilute it and gargle it morning and night as a protective mouth rinse. You could add it to that lemon and peppermint that we talked about before. And this is another great one that is great internally to support our overall body systems and our defense mechanisms. And you can take it several drops in an empty gelatin capsule for added immune support. So On Guard is another one of our oils that I definitely recommend having in our home. We've got the ATI, and this one has an S, so we can use On Guard aromatically, topically, internally, and there's an S for sensitivity. So if you're using this topically, we do recommend you use that fractionated coconut oil or the Spa hand and body lotion. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more on why we're going to choose doTERRA. We understand now why essential oils can be so amazing and have so many benefits to us, but why did I choose doTERRA? There's numerous reasons why. One was the sourcing, the quality, the innovation, right? And the mission is one of my biggest reasons that I love using doTERRA. So let's look at this. Sourcing. Our essential oils actually come from all around the world. Okay, so somebody asked me where peppermint comes from, and I can say from Washington State. Where does frankincense come from? It comes from Oman. And This is really important for a couple different reasons. And one is that, you know, peppermint can actually grow anywhere and lavender can actually grow anywhere. But where does it grow in optimal, ideal growing conditions that my body can respond in a big way because we have the highest quality, okay? We have the strand and the sourcing that is going to give us the most benefits. And that's why we source from around the world, because lavender from actually Bulgaria is where, in the high altitudes of France, is where my body can benefit the most from that lavender. It's not from the lavender that's growing in my backyard. Now, the lavender in my backyard might smell nice, but it's not going to give me the same benefits as lavender that comes from Bulgaria and the high altitudes of France. So sourcing is very important on your essential oils. Many companies will use a broker type system, but doTERRA has gone around the world, and not only are we sourcing from the best regions of the world, but we are also working with small family farms and growers in these regions that have been doing this for years, decades, centuries. And so they know what they're doing with these essential oils and these plants. And thus, so that means we get some pretty high quality essential oils. We're 80% exclusive on where we're sourcing from. So we have not only the highest quality oils in the world, but 80% of our oils nobody else has access to, only us, because of the way in which we are sourcing them. So we have a model that we call co-impact sourcing, and that is that we're going into these areas and we're not only getting essential oils that have the highest therapeutic qualities, but we're also teaching these small family farms how to create co-ops of growers and how to better their lives by also bringing in the healing hands, where we're maybe giving them water, getting schools, you know, starting schools, different things like that, and we're giving them a better quality of life. So we're getting great oils, and we're teaching a global community how to have sustainable growing practices. So that means our oils, we're always going to have them, and we're always going to have great sources so that we're protecting our planet and bringing you the best essential oils in the world. So we're going to watch a little video in just a moment, but I kind of like to compare this to a small family farm. I actually come from a small rural community. There's only about 500 people in the small town that I came from, and I'm come from a family of farmers. So my great-grandfather immigrated from Germany, and he was a farmer, and then my grandfather was a farmer, and my father was a farmer, and one of my brothers is now a farmer. And so down through the generations, those practices have been passed along. And so they're bringing us a different quality of maybe pork or beef or corn, tomatoes in the summer, because of a co-impact sourcing model in a sense, okay? And they're using nutrient-dense soil to grow those those items. So it's kind of like right now sweet corn's getting ready to be done in Iowa, and Iowa does sweet corn right. There's a reason that sweet corn right from the fields tastes a little bit different than sweet corn that you buy at Costco in the middle of the winter. It's not going to taste the same, and our body's not going to react in the same way because of that quality. Okay, we're getting sweet corn right now from nutrient-dense soil grown in optimal conditions in an area where it was meant to provide sweet corn. Okay, just like lavender was meant to be grown in Bulgaria. Can it grow in other regions of the world? Of course. Can sweet corn grow in other areas? Of course. I grew sweet corn in my Southern California garden. Did not taste the same. I used the same seeds. I planted it in the same way, but the soil was different and the growing conditions were different, so I didn't get the same product, okay? And so that is truly what it's like when you're growing. When you have a doTERRA essential oil, you're getting nothing but the best from a small family farm that has been doing this for generations, and you're supporting a global community by doing this. So let's take a look at this video, which I love, so you can see a little bit more what co-impact sourcing can do.
We knew that we would have to reach around the world at some point and tap into the global supply of essential oils. And we also assumed that we would need to increase that as well. The fact that we were able to do it with this co-impact sourcing model was just beautiful.
2/3 of the countries that we source our oils from are considered developing countries. And so we now have an opportunity to truly make a difference, to provide sustainable income for those people who are growing, harvesting, and distilling these beautiful oils for our benefit.
What we're doing through these initiatives are, first, job creation in rural areas where we can have a big impact. 2, working through long-term sourcing contracts and agreements with our partners. 3, helping the formation and organization of cooperatives, which share collective benefits among the harvesters and the growers themselves. 4th, fair and on-time payments, and even profit-sharing programs that the distillers offer to the growers and harvesters. 5th, through linking community-based and social impact projects funded through our Healing Hands Foundation.
For them to get the water, they had to walk at least an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, okay, back and forth. Today we can say that it's a special day because water has been flowing since midday today with the help of doTERRA, of course, and Healing Hands. Okay, we put a good team together, and that's how today everybody's happy. On either side, it's like a win-win-win situation.
Sometimes it's schools that they're in need of, sometimes it's water systems, and sometimes it's medical clinics, medical supplies, whatever it might be. If you can change the lives of these people that have so little, that's how you can actually impact an economy. We have to have a very strong partner on the ground. They've got to have their heart and soul in it and wanting to help improve these people's lives. When we find someone like that, someone we can trust the party, that's who we try to really link up with.
You know, working with doTERRA on this project, it's because, of course, there are investment of people coming just to improve the reality. And the reality is here. At the beginning, it's not the manufacturing, filling vials, you know, it's here. For me, it's more important to know the people. People is the key. Okay, if you don't have a good people, it doesn't work.
We share the same values, the same philosophy. doTERRA's vision is to source sustainable oils and to create co-impact at the source to improve growers' livelihoods. So we are perfectly aligned in what we want to do. So that's why we signed an exclusive partnership with doTERRA on the aromatherapy business.
We are now working with more than 6,000 families in the cardamom sector, and the idea is to really improve the livelihoods of that families. I get the importance of getting back to my country and help the people in my country.
Oftentimes they think that their lives will always remain the same. And for someone to be able to really come in and be able to care about them and care about their family and to give them a sense of pride for the work that they do, to know that it matters. It's amazing to see the lights go on and for them to truly have that pride in their heart to know that they're doing something good for the world.
All right, isn't that amazing what co-impact sourcing can do? I just love this model, and it truly is bringing us these amazing oils, but every single time you use a drop of doTERRA essential oil, you're not just using a drop that's supporting you and your family and helping you, you're using that drop is affecting an entire global community of people, and that is one of the biggest reasons which I fell in love with doTERRA. Yes, their oils were working for me, but then when I actually understood this model of co-impact sourcing, that's what tugged at my heartstrings and what made me so passionate about the doTERRA essential oils. So because of this, we are able to bring quality essential oils. So we don't just stop at co-impact sourcing and getting these high quality oils from the right regions. We also take it another step further, and we provide what we call CPTG, which is certified pure therapeutic grade. And what this basically means is that we are testing each and every batch several times for pure essential oils, so natural extracts, no artificial ingredients, fragrances, or fillers, that they're safe, they're tested to be free of pesticides and other chemical residues, and they're potent, they're standardized active compounds, or like a chemical fingerprint. So extremely powerful because we've got that CPTG model of it. So again, this is one of the reasons I chose doTERRA. So let's look at our essential oil, frankincense. Let's take a moment to look at that. This is called the king of oils. You can use it to clean and dress minor cuts and sores. You can use it with a carrier oil for beautiful, radiant skin. Ladies, great thing to put just a drop of frankincense in with a little squirt of that fractionated coconut oil and use it for a moisturizer. You can apply it to the bottom of your feet or use it internally to support immune function. You can use it with lavender peppermint to calm stress and headaches. I love doing a drop of frankincense, a drop of peppermint, and I actually do a drop of wild orange instead of lavender, and that is my instant I'm gonna feel great for a moment combo. So when in doubt, use frankincense. Frankincense, again, can be used aromatically, topically, internally, and neat. Okay, so that is that little guide. Hopefully by going through those guides with you, when you guys you're on your own and you have your tools and your resources, you're gonna understand what that guide means and have that confidence to use your oils in your home. So one of the things that we talked about is we're going to talk about innovation with essential oils. And why another reason doTERRA is so much different is that we didn't just stop at essential oils. We have many, many oil-infused products, so and lines of supplements. And so in this webinar series that we're currently doing, we're going to be introducing to you many different products. Last week we did Lifelong Vitality that I'm going to talk about a little bit more. But we also have that Deep Blue Rub, easy, convenient packaging. We have DDR Prime, which is great for cellular health. We have shampoos and conditioners, and we have an entire skincare line. So we didn't just stop at the essential oils, but we're bringing you products. And when the doTERRA promises that we will bring you products that will never have any of the bad, but only the good. So because of these infused products and because of our pure essential oils, we have what we call a wellness lifestyle pyramid, and we believe in something a little bit different than just smacking a Band-Aid on what's going on. We want to make sure that you have an overall wellness lifestyle. So the bottom of that pyramid is that we need to eat right, we need to exercise, we need to rest and manage our stress, we need to reduce our toxic load, and then have informed self-care and proactive medical care. And so a lot of our products, we have products and essential oils that can help in all of these different areas. So eating right, we see as the cornerstone or the foundation of a healthy lifestyle. So let's take a moment to talk about our #1 selling product. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on Lifelong Vitality. I'm just going to give you a little sampling because we do have a full complete webinar available for you on Lifelong Vitality, which is available on our YouTube channel, Powerfully Essential. It's also going to be added to our Powerfully Essential website very shortly. Okay, so Lifelong Vitality Pack, let's take a sneak peek at it. Lifelong Vitality Pack is vitamins, it's supplements for our body, and they are supplements that are going to help us in a big way. These are our #1 selling products. So we are the largest essential oil company in the world, but our #1 selling product is not an essential oil. It's an essential oil-based product. So again, we're going into that innovation. And we're targeting that wellness lifestyle pyramid of eating right. So what does Lifelong Vitality do? It promotes healthy cardiovascular, nervous, and immune system function. It supports healthy joint function and comfort. It supports healthy function of the brain, the eyes, and the nervous system. It promotes healthy skin. It provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth, function, and maintenance of cells. And it supports healthy metabolism and cellular energy. So this is what I like. This is my nutshell of what Lifelong Vitality does. This is it. Our body is a big, giant jigsaw puzzle. It's like a 1,000,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And for our body to function at those optimal levels and to go from good to great, it needs to have all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. And if we don't have all the pieces, the puzzle just doesn't work, right? And so the pieces of the puzzle can be filled in with all those different ways of the wellness pyramid. So eating right, eating whole natural foods that are real, basically like grandma ate 100 years ago. Getting rest, managing our stress, reducing our toxic loads, so reducing the way we're exposed to outside chemicals and things that might be coming from like cleaning products and all those cleaning and toiletry products, and things like that. We're using essential oils for all these little pieces, and Lifelong Vitality is the big daddy that fills in the missing pieces. So it comes in and it just fills in all those little million pieces to the jigsaw puzzle. So what it does is it helps us get to that level of optimal health. It's supporting our body. It's supporting the jigsaw puzzle so that we can live with vitality. Okay, so that's what Lifelong Vitality does. We also have a children's version, if you're interested in that, that is basically like the Lifelong Vitality, just in a kid's version. So lots and lots of great things with Lifelong Vitality. And again, if you want more information on that, check out our Powerfully Essential YouTube channel, or get back to the person that invited you to this, and we'll get you in contact with the full presentation on Lifelong Vitality. Another thing we have is a lot of other supplements that can support us in a big way. So it doesn't just stop with Lifelong Vitality. Here's an example of another one that we have, which is Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme. So this can be taken when we're eating our foods, and it supports healthy digestion and metabolism of enzyme deficient processed foods. It supports conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy, and it promotes gastrointestinal discomfort and food tolerance. Again, it's just supporting the way our digestive system works, because if our digestive system is not functioning properly, we're going to start to have gastrointestinal discomfort, and we don't want discomfort, we want comfort. Okay, so the Terrazyme is something that can do that. Now, we're going to have another webinar. So if you're watching the recording of this, you might want to stay tuned, because we are going to be having that webinar with a lot of our other cleansing products, so that we can introduce you not only to the Lifelong Vitality, but to this full line of products that we're here to help you in that pyramid. Okay, so we've learned about what in the heck is an essential oil? Why should I be using it in my home? Why do I need it in my home? And introduced you a little bit more to the concept of doTERRA, co-impact sourcing, and that we're not just an essential oil company, we've got a lot of other products. So that was actually just a sampling of doTERRA. And I know for many of you, this might be a lot of information, so we'll have a recording available. But what do I need to do to bring this awesome into my home? Now you're like, okay, I get it. I need to have this awesome in my home. How do I get this awesome into my home? So how do we get started? You join us as a wellness advocate. You order your products through our loyalty rewards program, and you find out more about what doTERRA has to offer by talking to the person that invited you to this webinar. Okay, so how do we get started? First, we need to know what a wellness advocate is. A wellness advocate is simply you. You are being an advocate for your own health. You are being a wellness advocate, an advocate for yourself and your family, and wanting to learn about being in charge of yourself. Okay, so that's basically what a wellness advocate is. So a wellness advocate is really cool. You actually get to be a wellness advocate by just paying $35, or we can select an enrollment kit, which I'll show you in just a moment, to receive a membership for free, okay, with that wholesale account. So when you get this $35 membership or your enrollment kit and you become a wellness advocate, you get all of our products for 25% off, and you have the ability to participate in our loyalty rewards program. So what our loyalty rewards program is, it's like a frequent flyer program that allows you to shift your spending from your traditional brick and mortar stores to doTERRA, and to be rewarded in a big way, loyalty rewards, right? Okay, so how do we get that wholesale account? To get that wholesale account, again, you pay $35 and you can go through the entire doTERRA catalog, and you can pick 10 things from the catalog you want. You can pick 5 things. You can pick every single item in it. That might be the best option for you. Or we also know that sometimes we don't know where we want to start, and so we need to start somewhere. And how do we start? We can start with a package, okay? So our starter packages already include the $35. So that $35 is free, it's waived, and we're putting together a package for you to get you started. So our first package that a lot of people go, wait, I don't want that, but it's honestly where everybody says in 3 months, that's what I wish I would have gotten. And that's the Diamond Kit. So the Diamond Kit is our big daddy of them all. It's going to give you every single doTERRA product that we have. You're also going to get about $770 of pricing difference in that wholesale account. So when you get this kit, so you're saving about $700. Plus, when you start to participate in loyalty rewards, so if you get that kit this month in July, and then you would participate in loyalty rewards in August with a 100 PV order, about a $100 order in August, you're going to get 400 free product credits, so another $400. So it's giving you significant savings with the Diamond Kit. If you're wanting to start doTERRA as a business, this is probably the best option to go, because there is no other business out there that you can start for $2,500, okay? Now you're not quite ready to go to the Diamond Kit, but you are ready to embrace doTERRA in a big way. You're ready to bring in some of our wellness products with essential oils, and you can do that by getting the Natural Solutions Kit. I love this kit. It's our #1 selling kit. That wholesale membership, again, is waived. You're going to start saving at 15% in loyalty rewards. You're getting that diffuser. Remember, gotta have the diffuser in the house. You're getting our Lifelong Vitality. You're getting TerraZyme. You're getting Breathe. You're getting all of our basic, all those, my go-to oils I talked about today, they're all in that kit. You get Deep Blue, you get toothpaste, lots of great stuff. So again, you have the ability to get 100 free product credits by starting to participate in the loyalty rewards program. And you get, the diffuser is basically free in this kit. A phenomenal way to get started with doTERRA when you're ready to just say, hey, I am ready to be an advocate for my health. This is an excellent package to go with. We also have a lot of other options. I would recommend not going below what I call the Home Essentials Kit. The Home Essentials Kit is going to be 15 milliliter bottles of all of those beautiful oils I talked to you about today. It also, again, you're getting that diffuser, and the diffuser is essentially free in the Home Essentials Kit. And the Home Essentials Kit is another great way to get oils into your home, and then we can work with you on loyalty rewards to get some of those other products into your home. Okay, there's going to be lots and lots of different options for everybody. And so what I like to say is that there's no wrong or right way to get started in doTERRA. It's just to get started now and get these oils into your house, because you need them. Okay, we need them in our homes, and we need to just get started. And so let's just find a way that gets started with you. For some people, that may be $35 and 2 bottles of oil. For some of you on this call, it may be the Diamond Kit. Let's find a way that works for you and your family, and that we just get started today. So from time to time, doTERRA has some other different information, so different incentives. So right now, July started in June through July 31st of 2016, you can receive a free 5 milliliter bottle of Motivate and Cheer. These are great aromatic oils to use for moods and emotions, and as long as you have 150 PV enrollment, which that should not be a problem, you're going to get that Home Essentials Kit or higher. You would get these 2 oils absolutely free. So there's just lots of different options when you are getting started in doTERRA. Another cool thing is that when you're joining doTERRA, you are also joining a global community of oil users, okay? And so I am very blessed to be working with this amazing group of leaders. This is my leadership team, and we have leaders in all areas of the country. And not only do you get doTERRA essential oils in your home, but you also get us. We are here to love and support you. We do not want your oils sitting on a shelf. and never getting used. We want you to be using them daily. We cannot imagine our lives without essential oils, and we want to be your partners in health to teach you how to use those essential oils as well. This cannot be said about getting essential oils on Amazon or at the grocery store. That's just not going to happen. But when you're part of our Powerfully Essential family, we are going to love on you just like you were truly part of our family. So that's another thing that you get when you join doTERRA as a wellness advocate is you get Powerfully Essential. Okay, so you also get to participate in the Loyalty Rewards program. So once you get your oils into your home, we're going to truly dig in with you and teach you how to have a transfer of spending in your home. The last thing we want to do is for you to bring essential oils in your home and have it be an extra in your home. We want it to be a transfer of savings. So again, we're going to work with you very closely to make sure that you are getting doTERRA into your home, and you're getting it into your home in the best way possible, and that's through the Loyalty Rewards program. Okay, so I would like to wrap up today by just thanking you for joining me on our webinar. This is our summer webinar series is now currently going on. If you want more information, go to powerfullyessential.com. That is our team website. Again, my name is Katie Glasgow. I'm a Blue Diamond leader in doTERRA, and I just truly love teaching people all about these oils and teaching you how to use them in your homes in a big way so that you not only have these little brown bottles of powerhouses in your home, but you know how to use them. You feel confident when you're using them, and that you've learned how to take your health from good to great by using one drop. Because one drop has the ability to change your life, which has the ability to change your family's life, which has the ability to change your community and your nation and the world. By just one drop. So join us by using these drops, these gifts of the earth in your home each and every day. Thank you again for joining me, and make sure to join us for more webinars, either on our summer webinar series or on our Powerfully Essential YouTube channel. It's been great spending time with you. Everyone have a wonderful day.